the visitors outside my door this morning. Literally out outside the door. Oh, look, no, look, Steve. No, the dog's under there. You stay. Sorry, folks, dog's loose. He's behaving himself. Just all the way to the rainbow's end. Just and we'll never turn our backs again.
We have visitors. What is this one?
Just right there.
Hello, gorgeous. It's funny because I was only just saying yesterday to Lorna, definitely a distinct lack of animals around the vans. And then that one comes, them two come walking along, and you need to watch yourself today, young man, because you've annoyed your mum. It's probably not an ideal place for chancellors, to be truthful. There's too much distractions going on. Morning, everybody. And I've got to tell you, unfortunately, I don't like to start a video off like this, but it's not a good morning. No. Is it, Chance? No, it's not a good morning because I've been trying to fix the boiler. I managed to get it all out. And it's a bit dark in here, that's why I haven't filmed it. I managed to get it all out, undo all the gas and all the connections, take the flue off of it and all the rest of it, only to discover that unless I can take these off, which I can't because they're stainless steel welded, yeah, I can't get to it. But I'll show you where it has been leaking from, because what happens is that's the thing there, somewhere on this is a split. It runs down into here, and then in my case it comes out of this pipe. You can see how corroded that pipe is. This is the condensate pipe for condensation to do with this gas burner, which is here. But if I try to get that out, you can see I've got it all loose and everything. Those pipes, there's just no way they are coming out. So I just wasted an hour plus of my life, and now I've got to put it back. Sorry I didn't film it, but it was too dark in here. I had head torch on, which would have just messed about with the camera, and I wanted to make sure that I could thing. And unfortunately, one thing I did discover though, somebody has definitely replaced the heater element in this before, because they left the nuts in here. So but all that's left for me to do is actually put the thing back and then work on what do we do. I'm not going to bother putting all the casing back on it or anything like that. I'm just going to literally stand it in there, screw the bits back together, because yeah, getting that casing off was an absolute bastard. So much for remove the PCB board. Yeah, didn't have to remove that at all. There's nothing to do with it. Yeah, other than put it back together, I don't know what else I can do, because we need the gas and want to be able to use not the hot water. But yeah, so we're in a bit duck. And yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do for the best or anything. So, it's like Lorna's new hairdo. Let's change the subject. Look, you look pretty. It looks really good. I like it. It suits you.
Thank you.
I still don't know what to do, eh?
I said it's only DIY.
Well, we're good at DIY normally, but not DIY boilers, obviously.
Where's the
What?
the new thing we bought, the trolley?
It's in here, under that lot. Well, just leave it there, I'll take it.
It's easier for me to drag it than try.
Yeah, I know, I'll take it in a minute, babe. Anyway, so, I'll bring you back in about an hour or so when I've put it all back together. Truma.
If it goes back together, because it never goes.
There's a word I could call you people, but I ain't gonna say it. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna be calm, and I'm just gonna. In fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit down as if I have no care in the world. Right. With me puffer. Hey?
You might as well take this skirt off.
Yes, I put the skirt on yesterday and did it wrong because, as you can see, it didn't stop Chancellor at all. But yeah, we had fun and games with this skirt, I can tell you. But I then realised we were doing it wrong. So, but I'm going to sit down without a care in the world, have me puffer. One thing that's to come out of it, let's make a positive out of a negative. I don't know how to take out a Truma boiler. And it, you know, shouldn't have been that hard, to be truthful, apart from that epoxy casing. But we've done all our washing today, or Lorna has, because I've been busy doing all of that. What, my trainers? Yeah, they reek, don't they? Give us a tip for getting rid of smelly trainer smells. We've sprayed everything we can think of inside them. They never used to, did they?
No.
Maybe it's more.
They got soaking wet.
Well, they got soaking wet, yeah, but now I can't get the smell out of them. Oh. Anyway, folks, don't do that if you've got a Truma BGE 10. Yeah, just don't do it, because it will frustrate the hell out of you. The older one you can do, because that pipe, the stainless pipe, I just watched a video on it, which is what made me think I could do it, but I should have watched it again. Yeah, because that pipe is on the top. Lift it out. I mean, the other thing I could do, I could split that outer casing, but oh god, you look going into a whole world of hurt then, aren't you? But let's see what the boss lady says later on. So we'll catch up with you a bit later. Oh, wish me luck. Well, welcome back, folks. Well, the good news is it's all back in together, and yes, it's all working. No leaks on the gas. I've had a gas detector on it, and I've done a bubble test. There's no leaks on the gas, and it's all working. It heated the hot water, but obviously still leaking. So what I haven't done is I haven't put all the inner silly case on. I've just left that. I've managed to fix up the flue properly, so now we're just going to sit and ponder, because whatever we decide to do, we can't do here, because they're getting one sent to us. So we're probably going to have it sent to Abington for when we're there in September. Let me just wipe this screen, excuse me. Yeah, for when we're there in September. I am tempted though to go down the electric route while it's out, and just get somebody gas safe in to cap it off, and then pressure test the system. But I know it's not leaking at the moment, but yeah, we'll see. We're about half the price, but then obviously you can't have hot water on gas. So, but we can at the moment, so we put up with it for 2.5 years, so we'll put up with it until September. Cool. Anyway, as I say, done me a favour. I know how to take one out now. Cool. Right, we're just going to spend the rest of the day. Haven't even eaten anything yet. spend the rest of the day tidying up and enjoying our holiday. So it does feel like a holiday. Went out yesterday, and yesterday evening with Chancer, and we just happened across some ponies, well, they're horses, with their foals, and also accidentally disturbed a whole, I don't know what they called, a deer? Herd of deer? No, what do you call them? A lot of deer together. Anyway, a whole load of deer. I thought it was just one, and I was filming it, and next minute they all got up and legged it. And so I was trying a very old camera that I had, and it seemed to work pretty well yesterday. Even the light must have just been dead right or something. So yeah, let us know what you think. But yeah, I captured them quite well. But more people come here today, so it's Thursday today. There's more people been coming in. You can only stay here, we've just found out, for 21 nights. You can't do the 28 here. So our plans are a little bit scuppered a bit. We're going to have to think about a CL for the last week before we go back down to Worthing. But either way, all good. You alright in there? Yeah. It's quite warm. It was really dull and overcast earlier, but it's quite warm now. And we've got our washing done. And so far, no problems power wise, just the power banks charging up. Got one round there on a solar panel. Yeah, all good. So, see you a bit later. Good morning, folks. Today is a miraculous day. So, let me set the scene. Yesterday you saw me pulling out the boiler and realising that I couldn't fix it for whatever reasons, and so we started looking into putting a new one, etc, etc. Well, last night we were sitting there and we left the pump on, and normally you leave the pump on and it leaks like a sieve. Lorna said to me, I haven't heard that pump noise. And I looked across and I said, the pump's on. Right, and lo and behold, don't ask me how, but the pump's on right now. Not sucking for air. And there you go, one little drip. Now that would have been pouring out by now. That's been on for what, an hour? Now we can't work out why suddenly it's not doing that, because I haven't actually done anything to it, right, except for on the top of the boiler there is a, for the want of a better word, a circlip type thing, that you tighten up and it holds the inner to the outer. Now that's the only difference that I've done, is I tightened that up a lot more than it was. Now it wasn't loose, but I pulled it in and in and in and in until it kept like touched. You know, the two bits that come round with the bolt like this. Now that's all I've done. I haven't put any casings back on it or anything like that, just connected all the water back up. And it's not gasping for air, so Lorna's struggling. That side skirt, absolutely useless. Didn't work a chance for at all. So Lorna's busy making a new one. Because we can't bang anything in the ground here, otherwise we'd put our thing we made up last year in. But this ground is rock hard. You can't even get pegs in properly. You know, decent pegs. Anyway, getting back to the boiler. So, the only explanation is that instead of us assuming that it had a pinprick hole in it and it was leaking inside down into the chamber and coming out through the condensate pipe, I think now where that seals on the top, maybe that ring has resealed it, which means we've been sitting here for 2.5 years with a leaky boiler when all I needed was a 10mm spanner. But there's nothing online about that anywhere. There's nothing to say, oh, check this or do that, you know. And it took me till yesterday to get the cover off of it, to be truthful, so, which the caravan man was completely wrong about. You didn't need to get the PCB board off at all. And we've looked up that boiler. It's a VGE 10 Rapid. And they're roughly between 389 and 450, depending on where you buy it from. So, but it looks like we don't need to buy a new boiler. It's an absolute, well, it's a miracle, but also really, really bizarre. Anyway, today, the wind's getting up now. Yeah, we're just going. We're going to go shopping because we're up to David's tomorrow for a barbecue, and to put a YouTube video out because there's no chance of putting one out here, and I'm not travelling miles, so we're going to take the laptop with us, and put it on from David's house, which is about an hour's drive from here. So cool. Anyway, right. See you a bit later on. Hello. Well, we're back from shopping, and I just thought I'd explain what I meant when I said about the miracle. Right, okay. So, when I said about the band, it was this band here that I've tightened, so that's now touching. That was open to about there, so there's about an inch gap between these two bits. Now, I'm not saying that is what the cause was, or whatever, or how it even got to that. You know, because that is all I've done. That's the only difference, and push these back on. So I'm just about to rebuild the casing, but I'm noticing, like I say, the pump is on. Lorna's just been running some water. The pump is still on, isn't it, babe? I said the pump is still on, isn't it? You see, now you get that one little drip. All I've got to do now, is try and put all these casings back on and stuff. And we'll just have to see how it goes. Because, like I said, that is bloody bizarre. Weirdly bizarre. You know? So, like I say, if you got one of these and it starts leaking, check that first. They're not all as easy to get at as this boiler though, because of it being in the garage right here. A lot of them are under beds and God knows where. But I say, just the mere fact that the pump isn't cooling, you know, that sounds like a sickly child. Oh, take me home, that sort of thing. You know, it's not doing it, so that means there's no air getting in, which normally means when air's getting in, normally means you've got a leak. So, you know, I don't know, if there's a small sweat in there and that's, you know, one little drip every 2 or 3, 4 minutes, then I can live with that. until we can decide what we're going to do, if we're going to do anything. If it's not that bad, why just leave it as it is? Miracles. Oh my god, the traffic out there on the A31, is it? A31 just there? Yeah, A31 before you hit the M27 coming into here, because the road through Lyndhurst and all that is shut for some reason. Road closed. So we have to go all the way to Burley, turn around, come all the way back down. But it's like nose to tail all the way down. It's Friday now, so maybe it's for the weekend, who knows. Good morning, folks. So the mystery continues. It's now been 5, 6, 7 days and the leak is back. So it stopped for 5 days and now it's back. So I'm just draining the boiler down, because the only thing I can think of, let me just put a light on in here. The only thing I can think of is, because all we did was, remember we tightened that up. I'm wondering if this needs some kind of seal, so I'm going to take that off again, and I've bought some instant gasket. I'm going to give it a clean, take this off, give it a clean up, and put some instant seal around it. The only other thing I was checking for is that looked kind of shiny in there. I don't know if you can see if I point my thing. It looks a bit shiny on that rubber. And I thought, well, maybe that was. And that nut being rusty like that made me think, oh, is it water? So I'm going to manoeuvre this around slightly and see if I can tighten them. But I don't know if I've got a socket that small. But that was the only things I could think of, really. It's not wet at all, and there's no water. If you run your hands all round, there's no water anywhere, you know. So I genuinely have no idea. But it does seem that there's a screw up underneath that pump, and I'm wondering if that adjusts flow or pressure or anything, so I'm going to have to look that up. Clutching at straws, but whether there was too much pressure going, like not enough pressure going through the pump to take the extra pressure off the boiler when it's on. So maybe the flow needed upping or something a bit, but I don't know. I say I'm clutching at straws here, so. But we'll have a go at taking that off, and obviously there's no way of filming in here because it's too small and too dark. But I'll show you what I'm going to do. 10mm spanner on that, take that off. Cool, bring it back. So that's the stuff that I've bought to do it with. It's a Granville instant gasket. It's got good reviews, and I got it from Halfords, and I also picked up some fine 180 grit paper to give it a bit of a clean up. This will only sit in the one position, so I just tried to see if I could get that round a bit more to tighten them up. I can't. It sits in one position. I did manage to get the band off just by loosening the flue outside, so touch wood, we'll be okay to go. So just gonna drink my coffee and we'll give it a go. Oh, can you shut the water off?
Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colours.
Johnson's just come bolting out because the deer's just turned up. Just through there, look. So we've had a few problems with this boiler this morning. First off, the hot water top elbow went this one here, so I've had to go to Romsey to, I must say, a very, very helpful place called Caravan Solutions in Romsey. and they were brilliant, so I had to buy a new one of them. £26 for an elbow. But I've come back and the bottom one started leaking, which it wasn't doing, but I think I might have just fixed that. So I'm just waiting on Lorna, because I need her to stand by the pump. But I might be able to take a trip back to Romsey, if not, and get another one. It'll be like 50 quid for 2 connectors. Oh, bloody motorhomes. It's only a John Guest push fit fitting. Mind you, actually, yeah, that's just a push fit elbow. I could probably get away with a cheaper screw fix jobbing one of them. I'll have to see, but I'm hoping it holds. Seems to have gone on better now. But yeah. But I had a chat with a caravan guy. I have sealed it all with the gasket and stuff. I haven't got my light with me to show you. But I just had to mop all this up. It was all pouring out of here. So I'm waiting for Lorna to come back before I try and let it fill up again. Actually, I can put that pipe down and see if that does anything. But you normally have to run the pump to get it to come up to pressure. Yeah, but if you're in need of anything, they're well worth giving a ring to. Caravan Solutions, a couple of very helpful guys in there. He seemed to think that this probably has got a pinprick hole in it, and the reason why it took 5 days to leak was just that it kind of sealed and then unsealed itself somehow, like a vacuum type thing, like once it reached proper pressure after a few days. So we can only see, because he said what I've sealed there, although it could cause a leak, it's mainly the ring, the band is mainly to do with the flue. So, and I asked him about turning the pump down, and he said they don't kind of work that way. All that is a way of making the pump cut off quicker or slower. So, but we'll wait for Lorna to come back and I'll let you know if it's leaking. At the moment it's not, but I haven't got the pump running, so yeah, the bottom one's gone right as it gets to temperature, pressure. Oh, I could kill this.
Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in,
so
breathe out.
we're back to where we were. The joint's not leaking now. But I don't know if I hold this close to that thing. Can you hear that? That obviously is dripping inside. So the gasket thing didn't do anything. But why did it not leak for 5 whole days? What can that be? And the pump's on now, isn't it? Yeah, the funny thing is it's not leaking as much. It is leaking. It's like back to where it was before, when we first had it. Yeah, it's all tightened up. It's got the gasket on there now, but you can hear it dripping inside. So I genuinely am stumped. So the miracle boiler that went from 0 to hero to 0 is now staying at 0. But it doesn't leak if the pump's not on, no. There's no pressure.
So it's still heat. We can still heat water.
We can still heat water and do all what we were doing.
The only thing would be the shower, but then we can use our suction shower in the shower. In the winter if we had to.
Yeah, but we can still use the shower. Babe.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It just leaks.
Yeah, just leaks. So as long as it's not leaking inside. I don't
No, it's not leaking inside, it's leaking outside like it has been for 2.5 years. But why did it stop for 5 days?
I don't know.
This is what I don't understand.
And it did, didn't it? Totally stopped.
Do you understand? Yeah, I mean, exactly. Yeah, it's not like it stopped a little bit, it completely stopped. And I said it was a miracle, but it's not a miracle at all. So 2 trips to Romsey and to Caravan Solutions. Thank you guys, by the way, you are amazing. And that second elbow, if I'd have bought a Truma one, which they didn't have, £19. They had a normal elbow push fit, £4.50 something. Yeah, £4.50 something plus a VAT, so just over a £5. You know. Just got to go. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm definitely not putting that casing all back on again, because that is absolutely pointless.
Doesn't it protect it?
Protect what? No? It's a bit of cardboard. It's just a bit of manky cardboard. Yeah, look. I'm going to drink my coffee and then put it all back together. Don't tell me it's stopped. No, you just saw me show you that leaking, didn't you? I haven't touched anything, right? One drip. Oh, it's still dripping. Yeah, no, it is. I thought for a split second there it stopped. I thought, what is going on? I'm locked out. I got locked out. Was he? No, I just don't know. Anyway, let's have some light on the scene. Would you like me to mash that, darling?
Yes.
Yes. Well, tonight we've got some haddock with poached eggs and some cheesy mashed potato. But I'm just at a loss, guys. So we'll just see what happens. Probably woke up and we'll be flooded out.
Can still take flight, although you're earthbound.